Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the custom card review. So, in this archetype that we'll be looking over is a home CL. That's capital C and then capital L. That is short for Chaz's Legos. So this archetype is a funny memes things. So let's start things off with the searcher. CL Ben 10. He's a level 4 Earth spellcaster tuner effect monster. Me burping. Its effect is if this card is normal or special summon, you can tribute this card. To the graveyard. Select one monster, or the CL monster, from your deck or hand, except this card. If you do, then special summon it. And then to your field and attack mode. But it gains this following effect for once per turn. This card gains this card can attack your opponent's life points directly. And is unaffected by card effects. Then it has a negation. So if your opponent declares an attack or any attack while this card is in your graveyard or battle zone, you can shuffle this card into the deck, negate that attack, and make it the end phase. So basically, it's saying you can shuffle it, like shuffle Ben into... This is not like the Ben 10 in archetype where they all need to bring him back out. He's completely made out of Lego. So, yeah. So, and plus, you can negate the attack and make it the end phase. If it does, then you take control of that attacking monster until the next turn. So basically, your opponent has to wait for a next turn to start. So, yeah. So most of these cards can bring each other's out, like energy is once you special summon it in, you can shuffle one card from your hand into the deck and inflict damage. Normally some of the furnace reaches 3,000 and yeah. And to your opponent. So damage to your opponent's life points. But if this card inflicts damage to your opponent's life points, from battle, it pays 200, or you pay 200 to attack again, for this card to attack again. And then just all damage that your opponent takes is doubled. So first attack would be like the normal 16,000, 1,600. But the next time it will be doubling that by 2. So it will be 0,000. 32. So, yeah. And then, so your opponent basically is taking 6. Oh, no, not 7. Your opponent takes about a lot of damage. So basically 16 plus 32 equals like Orny 8. Yeah. Morty 8. 4,800 damage from only 2 attacks. And if this card is sent to the grave, you can pay 3,000 life points, make it a draw. So basically you can draw a card. And that's what it's supposed to be. But So then, yeah. So then that is done. So then we got Electric Aliens. It's a light level 4 flip effect monster where you can select or you can shuffle 1 card from your graveyard into the deck. Special summon 2 CL monsters from anywhere to your field in attack mode. If this card is sent to the grave, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent's life points. You take no damage from battles involving this card. And you can only use its effects for once per turn, so yeah. So if there was any piercing damage, it won't work because this card's... Yeah. So then we got... Let me hit this. Hold on. Let me hit this. So, yeah. So then we got... Oh, I forgot about this guy. So this guy, he might be broken, but he has so many restrictions on it. Sorry if I'm a little bit down because I'm just being weird. So yeah. So Kevin 11 or CL Kevin 11 is a dark level 4 spellcaster effect monster. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can pay 200 life points. Make this card's type become Beast Warrior type monster until the end of your next turn. Once per turn. Alright. These are the time zones. So, yeah. So, once per turn, during either player's turn, you can select one monster from the field except this card, and that selected monster gets equipped to this card. And then this card's type becomes that equipped monster's type. So basically, if it was a rock type monster that was equipped to this card, then it gets changed from Beast Warrior or Spellcaster to rock type. Because in the cartoons, until their next turn. So basically your opponent's next turn. If this card is sent to the grave, you can, or banish them, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Add one card from your deck to your hand. You take no damage from battles involving this card. And you can, So it's basically, it changes. So, So then we did Electro. Now we just need to do my own card. This one. CL Lego Chans. It's a dark level 8 with 2 level 12s. Arrows pointing left and then right. So its pendulum effect is basically during either player's turn, you can select one card from or one CL monster from anywhere, spell summon it to your field in attack mode. All CL cards from the field is unaffected by card effects and can't be destroyed by battle. So, yeah. So then it takes one CL, like basically from its archetype. It gains attack. And for each card in either player's graveyards, once per turn, it has 3. So it's pendulum effect. And it's 2. Its summoning effect is basically is 3. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can shuffle one card from either player's graveyard or banish zone into their owner's deck. Draw 3 cards from the top of your deck. And then skip your opponent's next 3 turns, or next 3 draw phases. You're basically cutting the person's hand right off so that they can't draw until So if this card is sent to the great extra deck, because it's a pendulum monster, and pendulum monsters go to the extra deck instead of graveyard, so you can pay 200 life points. And to place this card in your pendulum zone, you take no damage from battles or from this card. So basically, So that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we got both Heat Blast and Ice Blast. So the Ice or Heat Blast will go first. If this card is normal or special summon, like every other card effect, you can shuffle all cards from your graveyard or banish zone into the deck. So it's basically 1 or 2. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent's life points for each card from the deck by this effect. So it's basically burn effect. One of the other people said, "Oh, how about me using, or is this like a burn deck?" And yes, I think I'll turn it into a burn deck. So now it's once per turn. During either player's turns, you can shuffle one card from your hand or field, except this card, into the owner's deck. I said deck, like in DECK, so, and plus you could see it right on there. Inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points. If this card is sent to the grave or banner zone, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Normal summon one CL monster from anywhere, except this card, to your field in attack mode, or set it face down defense mode. You take no damage from battles involving this card. You can only use this effect for once per turn. So, yeah, basically with that much power, he's a burn one, but the other one is the ice blast. It needs the heat blast to basically get shuffled back into the deck. Okay? And reason why I chose to make ice blast with heat blast is that in the cartoons, when Ben got sick, his aliens got sick. Okay? And so heat blast became ice blast, and that nuclear reactor thing, that scene. Yeah. So that's what I was trying to do. From anywhere to into the deck, or into your deck. If this card is special summoned, you can pay 1,000 life points and negate all card effects except CL cards until the end of your third turn. So it has a summoning condition to bring itself out, and it negates card effects by paying 100 life points until your third turn. So it's basically your opponent can't do nothing, can't activate card effects or yeah. And then it's once per turn. During either player's turn, you can shuffle one card from anywhere except this card into the deck. Negate all attacks until the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the grave or banner zone, you can shuffle this card into the deck, special summon one heat blast, basically, monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode, but its attack points become double or gets doubled. So basically, goes from 15,000 to 3,000, and yeah. So you take no damage from battles. Yeah. So now the spell card. This is a brain control version of it. So it's basically pay 1,000 life points, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of that targeted monster, and it gains this name of CL. So, like, if my opponent was playing Jar of Greed, or no, not Jar of Greed, the Morphine Jar, or like any other card, urns, it would be in, yeah. So if your opponent, that's the brain thing. So if your opponent activates a card effect, well, this card is in your graveyard or banner zone, you can shovel this card into your deck. Negate that attack, or negate that effect, and then banish it to the banner zone. So basically, its first effect is basically, I'm taking your Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now he is now became the Lego Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah. It's basically like that, but on a whole nother level. So, yeah. Made out of Legos. And, or if it was battle against Seal of Alcalcos and some. Here, speaking of that. Oh, no. So let's. Okay, perfect time. Okay. So, let's go over to here and currently I'm trying to think what it was. Because I know that it was the name. Because I think it was this one. And here, I'll show both hands. Yep, it's this guy right here. So, let me pause this. So if my opponent had this card out on the field and you used that spell card, you could take it and turn it into a yeah. But I really do need to see if he is still available. So, yeah. If your opponent, or because the Lego one, because I think, and if anyone goes over to his thing and tells him to post that video, I'm allowing you to do it. So, yeah. Okay? So yeah. So now, I'm just gonna say this. So, that spell card that I showed you that turns, like, basically takes a monster to your field. So it would have been called CL Alcalcos Dexia. And you use it, then you could make the clone of it. Like you could make different cards. That when I'm thinking about it, he really hasn't played too much Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, so yeah. Oh, sorry. So this is my personal deck called the Darkness Blades, and they are pretty overpowered. Oh, whoopsies. I think I did something. There you go. So my opponent goes, and he does like yeah. So let me hit fast forward. Yeah, so yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Basically, let me hit that and hit that. So if he shows back up, please let him know on YouTube. Like, just say, hey, we want to see your reaction to it. So, yeah. So, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace. He's out, y'all.